so I just thought I would do a little update on how I'm doing. So I had my fourth chemo on Friday, and today is Friday of the following week. So when I went into chemo, it was the same deal. They hooked up through my PICC line the chemo drugs. They did drop one of my chemo drugs, so I'm on ABVD, and they dropped the B drug because the last chemo that I had, if you remember and watch my other video, I got really short of breath often, so I was admitted to the hospital. So they decided just to cut that drug out and see how it goes. So basically, I had chemo in the morning on Friday, and then for the rest of Friday, I just felt a little bit tired, but pretty normal. And then it was Saturday, I got even more tired. And Sunday, Monday, I was pretty much in bed like all day, just feeling really tired, and my nausea wasn't as bad this time. I'm not sure if that was because the B drug was dropped or something else. So I wasn't as nauseous, which was really nice. It was more just the fact that I was really, really run down. And I was run down longer this time than any other chemo, but my symptoms weren't as severe. So I don't know, it's kind of hard to know which is better. But yeah, so that's kind of how the chemo went. Oh, I got paint all over myself from painting. But anyways, so it went well. However, I will say that again on that third day, I still kind of felt a little bit short of breath. I don't know why. And then my throat gets all hoarse that day. And by the end of the day, it's like I've lost my voice. And that has happened every single chemo since round 2. So I think that's kind of bizarre, but anyways. Also this week, I've not been sleeping. I don't know, well, actually for a couple weeks now, I'm having a really hard time sleeping. I know that insomnia is a common thing with cancer, but I'm pretty sure it's because of the steroids that they give you, but I only really take those steroids on chemo day. But I'm still not sleeping. So that's one thing that I'm going to have to talk to my doctors about, because like I'm going on like 4 hours of sleep a night, and that's not good. So those are kind of my main symptoms. I was kind of getting shaky. Numbness in your hands and feet are a symptom or a side effect of chemo, but I haven't really had any of that. And mouth sores is supposed to be another thing that I'm experiencing, and I haven't had any of those. So that's really good. In terms of the mouth sores, though, I suck on ice while they give me that D drug, and apparently that helps the chemo not go to your mouth, which would cause the mouth sores. So I think that's working. However, now when I take ice, like it makes me so nauseous, because I guess I associate the chemo drug with being sick, and the ice with that. Anyways, so I got to figure that part out, because I am finding that even now when I go to the chemo suite, I get that gross feeling in my stomach, even just thinking about it. And like when I look at my pictures on my Instagram of me getting chemo, like it triggers something. So that's no fun, because I got a lot more chemos to go. So I'm going to have to mentally figure that part out. Another side effect is my hair. So now I've done 4 chemos, and I still have the majority of my hair. Now you can see that it is thinning out. Like I noticed this morning, like I'm balding. So that's really sad, but I'm still holding on to it, because I find that like if I wear a hat and if you just look at me like this, it's still okay. As soon as I get like big patches, though, I'll probably shave it, and I'll probably have a shaving party with my family and try to make it fun. So now I'm just trying to figure out what to do with it, because it's kind of going orangey, and I'm not a fan of that, but it's also really sensitive too. So anyways, I kind of made this little chemo countdown for myself. So I've been kind of coloring it every time I get a chemo, because just trying to make it fun and count it down visually. I go for my PET scan this Tuesday, and that will help determine how my body's responding to the cancer. So hopefully that goes really well. And then I meet with my doctor on Thursday, and then I have chemo, 5th chemo on Friday. So this week next week coming up will be an important week for me, and I'm just really hoping that it all goes pretty smoothly. COVID restrictions have kind of bumped up a lot in my area, so I'm just being really cautious with that too. One of my friends actually got a COVID positive test, and they didn't even know that they had COVID for a few days, because they had gotten tested, and then They were just living their life and not knowing that they had COVID. So, and they ended up spreading it to their parents. So I'm a little bit nervous about that coming up to the holiday season. And, you know, you want to see people, but it's just not smart because people don't know that they even have COVID to begin with. So yeah. Otherwise, that's just kind of an update on my end. I did want to mention too, I try to update my YouTube channel every here and there. There's a lot more steps involved to make a YouTube video than there is on Instagram. So on Instagram, I pretty much do like live videos all throughout the day and post there way more often. It's just quicker and easier for me. So if you're not following me on Instagram, maybe you want to do that. When you go to Instagram and you go to the search just on the top, it's usually on the top of Instagram, just search at art, A-R-T dot, art.by.alexandra, ALEXANDRA _. So art.by.alexandra _, and that's my Instagram. I'll put it in the description below so that you can find it easily. Anyways, I hope everyone's keeping well and strong and feeling good and getting ready for Christmas. Bye!